Welcome to another edition of Nights Around the Fire. I'm David Tomsick with Ashley Hamilton and Sue Taylor. Yes, it's girl power tonight with a very special podcast. And I want to let you know that we are here for you. If you enjoy our videos, I'm going to go up front, hit the subscribe button right now.
Squash that like button.
And share the video with as many people as you can. We're a growing channel and we need your help to get bigger and reach more people. Okay, girls, what's tonight's big topic?
Today's McKamey Manor.
McKamey Manor. Now, I want to let you know we've been talking about this for about a month on our channel here. It's finally here, and I want to let you know I've never, ever heard of it. Ever. And I've been a lot of places. Never heard of it until the two gals here told me about it. And from what I've heard, it's a little odd, so okay, let's start it off with, what is McKamey Manor?
So, McKamey Manor is an extreme haunted attraction that was once located in San Diego and has since been located in Alabama and Tennessee, run by a gentleman by the name of Russ McKamey.
Russ McKamey. Okay, this guy has a problem?
He has a lot of problems.
Yeah. He's got a lot of them.
Well, Ash, what's the problem with him? Seems like a nice name.
So Russ McKamey has a lot of controversy because a lot of people speculate and accuse him of torturing during his sessions and it not being an actual attraction, but just straight up torture. And it's absolutely disgusting, the things that he has done. And the things that he's being accused of, on top of beating past partners and threatening to kill them and much more things.
A bunch of other things.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we have is a guy that seems like he's a sociopath. Is that right?
All of the paths.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, first I want to ask our audience, those of you watching this video, excuse me, if you've heard of McKamey Manor, please let me know, because it seems like I'm the only one that's never heard of it. Anyway, put that in the comments section. Okay, so what did Mr. McKamey do?
So, many years ago in San Diego, he and his then wife, started a haunted attraction that seemed pretty legit. She supplied most of the props, and they hired real actors and stuff, and looked like a pretty legit thing in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Now, things took a turn south when his wife left him, and since she had funded it, took the things that she had funded, and Russ kind of got kicked out of San Diego because nobody wanted this mess in their neighborhood.
I believe he had to sell his house as well because he couldn't afford anything.
Yes.
Okay, I have a question, Ashley. Okay, so this was a haunted attraction.
Yes. So you would sign a very lengthy contract, a very dumb contract, basically stating that the actors can do whatever to you at whatever point. The attraction will last for about 10 hours at the most, and you have to make it into McKamey Manor.
Time out. Okay, so you sign a release form.
Mm-hmm.
It's lengthy. How long does it take to fill this out?
So it takes a while to fill it out, but that's if Russ is not standing over you, grabbing your hair, shaking you, and shoving your head into a table.
There was a lady, we'll call Marissa. I'm actually not sure if that's her real name or if that was her actor name.
We'll go with Marissa, though.
But Marissa, she was hired as an actor to promote the business in Tennessee, and she was going under the guise of it's going to be fake for her because she's not actually going to go through anything. And as she was reading the contract is when all of it started. As she was reading it, he slams her head into the table, grabs her hair, yanks her back. He was yelling in her ear for I think like an hour or two as she's trying to read this contract. A lot of manipulation, a lot of stuff. And halfway through, I believe, reading the contract, they had picked her up. Mind you, there's other people there as well. But they had picked her up, shoved her into the bathroom, pushed her into a bathtub that was filled with water, pushed her in it, stomped on her in it, and was just yelling at her in this bathtub for hours as she's trying to read this contract and have her sign it.
Okay, so, folks, yeah, this is very, very hard to listen to a degree. Okay, so you sign this release form, allowing them to do whatever they want to do to you, short of death, I'm assuming.
Yes.
They can't kill you, but if they accidentally kill you, well, stuff happens.
Okay.
You basically sign your life away in their hand.
Okay, now, folks, have you been to haunted attractions, which I have here in southwestern Pennsylvania, from the mountains to Virginia to West Virginia? Usually they can't touch you or do anything to you because, of course, they would get sued.
For
But
legal
apparently
reasons.
McKamey Manor is a whole different world. No, you just said, I think, Ashley, you just said that they have to do all this stuff before they even get to the manor?
And there are some extreme haunts, like Scare House's basement has the extreme piece where you can sign the waiver and you can go through and they can touch you, they can lock you in a room by yourself, all those things, but it's nothing like McKamey Manor.
By
It's a
no
legitimate
means.
one.
By no means kicking you, slapping you, punching you, whipping
Breaking
you,
bones.
breaking bones, nothing like that.
And somehow this contract is legal?
No.
Okay.
But it has a lot of wording in it. Mind you, it takes probably 3 or 4 hours to fully read it and go over it and then sign this paper. And in that clause, there is a $50,000 basically punishment if you break that NDA. So that has made basically everybody, because not everybody has $50,000 just lying around, and they signed a contract that they think is legally binding, no one has spoken out against it.
So pretty much you have silence due to fear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I understand this. So, folks, so you get it straight, because Ashley was mentioning to me over the way from her house. I was confused because I couldn't wrap my head around what was actually happening here. So you have a guy, he has a house that no one has actually seen. We don't know that there's a house.
That's the whole thing. The whole point of it is, if you make it through McKamey Manor, which is roughly, I think, about 10 hours is what it's supposed to be, you win $20,000.
So
he will give you $20,000. So they will put you through all of these tests and challenges, which are supposed to be fun and challenging, to then potentially win $20,000. But no one has ever made it to the manor.
Okay.
Because it doesn't exist.
Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned it doesn't exist. You don't believe it exists, although he says it exists.
He says it exists, but if you watch the videos, it's people always outside. And there was one YouTuber that Ashley and I both watched called Reckless Ben, and he had him doing like exercises on the lawn outside just to tire him out. And then you see it with all of the other contestants where he's like, we are just getting started yet. We haven't even gone inside yet. You're not even in the manor yet. We haven't even got started yet. And he does all these things outside just to tire them out, and then stops, because there's not actually any of the things that he claims is in there.
I think Marissa, she had gone through, I think, about 6 hours of just all of that. And all throughout it, he's like, you're almost there. You only have 30 minutes left till you get to the manor. And you're so confused, and there's so many people yelling and screaming. You just don't know what's going on.
So it seems like
A lot of manipulation.
he's mastered the art of a psychological abuse.
Yeah.
To make sure they never get to their destination, whatever that really is. Okay, I have a question. So all this is just to get to the manor,
Yes.
these games. So there's games, folks.
There's supposed to be games in the manor as well.
But where's the ghosts and haunts come in?
There aren't any.
So this isn't really about a ghost hunt or ghosts. It's just about some kind of like TV game show that's not on TV.
That's basically.
Yeah.
And he records it, and
He live streams a lot of them too.
yeah, a
Now,
lot of them end up on YouTube.
okay, I know. Folks, if you want to chime in on this, comment. If you want more questions answered, not from me, from Ashley and Sue. Email us at strangeworlds777@yahoo.com. strangeworlds77@yahoo.com. I'll put it right there. We want to hear from you. I want to hear from you because this is batshit crazy. Okay, so I have a question. I'll ask you first, Ashley. How do you actually get picked to go in here?
So you have to fill out a waiver online, and according to Russ McKamey, there is roughly about 17,000 people on this waiting list. But like we had mentioned, Reckless Ben had signed a waiver, and then within an hour, I believe, he had gotten accepted.
I think I heard this one other time, that he likes specific people. Like, he likes women, he likes veterans.
Okay, so he handpicks people. There really might not be 17,000 people.
I
Or if
doubt
there is,
there's
it's
any.
meaningless number because he's going to pick the people he wants to pick, right?
Yes.
Okay, is there a charge to enroll?
There is, and it is a bag of dog food that he
Oh my
claims
goodness.
he donates to an animal shelter, but people online think it just goes to his dogs, which I'm not going to fault that. Like, Russ's dogs go through enough living with Russ. They might as well have a bag of dog food out of it. So, good on you, McKamey pups.
Now, let me qualify this. So to enter, you need a bag of dog food or some type of dog food?
That
Yes.
dog food also gets used in a lot of the workout things that they do. He'll
Yeah.
have a 100-pound like burn barrel on their backs, and they'll have to crawl with it, and they'll put the dog food inside to add weight.
Okay, so remember, I'm trying to keep up with this, folks. This is like new to me. My mind, I won't sleep tonight. Thank you. So Russ McKamey is the sole proprietor, far as we know.
Yeah.
He has people, I want to say, working for him or volunteering for him to work in this
I don't
crazy
know
world.
if they're being paid or if they're volunteering, but they're just there.
So somehow he's got to be generating money here somewhere. I mean,
Well, so Russ is a Navy veteran, and he is surviving off of his Navy pension, and he also works at Walmart.
So if you're in Tennessee in that area, you may just happen to run into Russ McKamey.
okay, we're going to put a picture of Russ up right now. The ladies have had a few things to say about Russ, which I won't mention, but that's Russ. And if you do see him in Walmart in Tennessee, run, walk the other aisle,
Yeah, stay away from him.
stay
It's
away
just
from
not-
him. If you're a woman, for sure, stay away from him. Okay, so it seems to me that this is a scam from the start. Okay, I mean, it smells like a scam, but I always want to say you follow the money, but we don't see the money, at least not what we can imagine it is, like a fee that people pay. He might make money on YouTube streams, maybe.
And that might be a bigger thing, is that he knows if he was making money off of this, he would be easier to be caught in a scam, because it is easier to follow the money. And if you're taking people's money for this type of an experience, that might be easier to get caught in.
It's also crazy. Like, if you go and watch Reckless Ben's YouTube page about it, he has probably about 4 or 5 episodes dedicated to this. And he's a very quirky dude, but the research he does is incredible. But you have to dig so incredibly deep just to find people's names. Because the people that he has, they're not on any type of platform. They have no pictures. There was one guy, and I can't remember his name. There was only 2 pictures of him online. And that was it. There's no history of him, no nothing.
So he does a good job of either scrubbing what's out there or just not having anything available to post for other people.
He does have supporters who run his McKamey Manor private Facebook page. And one of them was Gabby, who used to admin his social media and turned on him.
Oh,
and
okay.
now speaks out against it.
Now we're getting to something.
A lot of his actors and friends and stuff have all turned against him.
So there's like hate groups here?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a lot of hate groups.
There's even a McKamey Manor hate group Facebook page.
Folks, we're going to put some links in the description box, I think, to the guy who has the hate group link. Can we get that?
Sure, we can.
We'll paste that in so you can take a look. We'll get the girls to send some links so that you guys can take a look at this world of madness. Okay, so a lot of this just seems illegal, seems abusive, seems like psychopathy. Has any legal action been taken against him?
Nope.
Not for the manor itself. He was arrested, I believe it was 2 years ago.
In, I think, June of 2024.
Yes. For attempted unaliving, essay, and other violent things against his girlfriend. And the
domestic abuse type charges?
Yes. And the charges were later dropped.
A year later.
Okay.
That had gone all the way up to the district attorney also. And I myself, Reckless Ben's friend Danny has a YouTube where he talks about it as well because he was a part of going undercover in McKamey Manor. I've heard the voice recordings of Russ. I've seen pictures of the abuse that he's caused his ex-girlfriend Shay, and it's just horrendous. And I don't understand. The district attorney dropped all charges against Russ because there wasn't sufficient evidence for any of it. I don't understand that because there was plenty of evidence for that.
So we don't know what he has on the DA or whether, in terms of prosecution, whether there's actually sufficient enough evidence to take it all the way through. I understand there's videos, but a lot of that sometimes gets muddled as well, I think, when it comes to the legal system. But you say people have gone undercover to like try to get to the bottom of what happens there?
To get to the manor.
Just to get to the manor.
Just to get to the manor to prove that it exists.
Okay, so I'm going to go on and play devil's advocate here. I'm pretty good at it. A lot of people think that I'm the devil. I know some people really well that think I'm the devil.
You never went through the ceiling of the Hellfire Club.
No, I did not. Watch that video. That's a good video on the Hellfire Club, Ireland. Put a link in the description box. You'll love it. But it seems to me that if someone really wanted to, this wouldn't hold if there was actually, I don't want to say protests, but if someone just stormed the castle.
There have been petitions signed, and I think the biggest one they've gotten almost over 200,000 signatures to get it shut down, and nothing's taking place.
I think it's kind of dried up now, just because so much has gotten out about it. That I was telling Ashley earlier, if you look at Russ McKamey's Facebook page, he's kind of reinventing himself as this happy-go-lucky performer in his Hawaiian shirts, and
it's just creepy, especially when you know and like have seen him in some of the videos. There was a secret hard drive that had gone missing, and one gentleman had it for a few years, but he was so badly harassed and threatened. He got his children taken away. He lost his marriage. He lost his health, his house. He's had people come to his house because Russ put all of that information up and sent over his cult of people. And on the flash drive is all of these videos, the full-length videos, because Russ himself never posts any in between of the manor because he doesn't want people to know what actually happens and keep that mystery alive. And it is horrendous, the things that he's done and the manipulation that goes in between it. You can see some of the clips that some victims have allowed on Reckless Ben's YouTube
page, yeah.
I guess looking at someone who's a productive person in life, at least I think I am, it just seems to me that this isn't productive. It doesn't seem like there's any rhyme or reason to it. I'm thinking, what is the real purpose? I mean, except for his enjoyment maybe, but the purpose for someone to even be interested in it now. I mean, at some point, you would hope that there's enough out there that someone's going to say, that's not worth dealing with this. It's not, because there is no real mystery, because it doesn't exist. It's just a guy who's abusive that has been able to create a fantasy world. And we don't even know how much is real and how much isn't. So I'm going to go on record and say everything that that you might hear with one or the other. We don't know how much of it's real or not. We don't know who is part of the game and who isn't part of the game. Apparently, goes deep in the amount of layers of people and situations that people come across. I mean, because I've never seen it on national news. I don't watch national news. I only watch my own news. I don't really follow this stuff, but I do follow a lot of paranormal stuff because we have this particular site and we investigate things. Never came across it. Now, can you answer why someone like me wouldn't have come across it?
So I will say there are two things. 2018, there was a Dark Tourist show on Netflix that it was on there.
Dark Tourist?
Dark Tourist, where he went and did kind of more extreme, like out of the ordinary things. And this was one of
McKamey came up?
McKamey came up. And then there was another one called Monster Inside, which was a documentary.
On the McKamey Manor?
On McKamey Manor on Hulu.
Have you watched it?
Yes.
Does it answer any questions?
I had not seen it.
I
wanted to see it, but I didn't have time.
It goes through 3 participants. Gabby is one of them, and I cannot remember the names of the other 2. Marissa may have been one of them as well. But
I think they were 2 former best friends of Russ.
There were 2 girls and a guy in the documentary. And it goes through their experiences with Russ and with the manor and...
Okay, now let me qualify this. You said the manor, but they never got to the manor, did they?
No.
So you see where I'm going with this? Mm-hmm. See, we say the manor because I've advertised it with you and Ashley. How many videos? So in your video, we've talked about it on all of our videos. We're going to have McKamey Manor, and I'm thinking it's about a guy with a haunted house, maybe fake, maybe not. People go in and find ghosts. I mean, that's kind of the logic I had.
That's what Russ wants you to believe.
But it's crazy talk. This is crazy talk.
And that's what he sells it too. Like, you can see these interviews that he has with people of him talking about what's going to happen, what they're going to do. Are you sure you want to do this? And he talks about it as if it's just this cool activity. He's also, I have seen his videos where he says they don't want to hurt people. They don't want people to be injured with their attractions. They just want people to have fun and have a cool experience. But mostly everybody has left his manor in horrendous condition.
And did you see the one Reckless Ben video where he was like, pepper spray me right now? Like, hurt me, like right now. And Russ is like, I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
We're just going to go, we're going to have fun. I don't want to hurt you.
And he's like, this is what I do on my channel. I want to do this kind of stuff.
Oh man, Lord. Okay. So
it's a lot of manipulation. That it's so confusing because there's so much manipulation around everything. And there's also been a lot of accusations from past girlfriends, and really almost all of his girlfriends, involving children.
Now, see, I know what Ashley. So this is what I was just talking about because, this channel is a lot of things. We always want to get to the truth, and we always want to give you all sides of a situation, whether it's Bigfoot or whatever. We do this here. That's the type of channel we want to be. And like what Ashley said here, and what Sue said, leads me to believe that, there's just more going on than even we might think about, because ultimately, this is obviously more public if he's had a Netflix video and he has been on other YouTube videos
and
that
news
channels that, would cause you to think that, people are either knowing he's all BS and it's fake, or it's not fake and he's just dodged bullets. But you see how much emotion, you know what I'm saying with this, Sue? You see the emotion this draws from all of us, from me, being a guy that you better, I'm going toe to toe. So there's a lot to this that really still confuses me, because this guy's still out there
free,
being free and being able to harm people, because he says you signed a contract. Well, I want to be honest with you, that's meaningless in the big scheme of things.
We will say, thankfully, since Reckless Ben and his friend Danny had gone, no one has gone to the manor since then.
Oh.
So that has ended in a sense. I don't know if they still are accepting people or not.
I don't think so. because I know that Russ used to, on his Facebook page, he used to promote it all the time. Like, we have an opening here, like, come and do a tour, because that's what he calls them. He calls them tours.
Yeah.
And I have not seen any of that recently, so I think he's got enough negative publicity that people are staying away, which they rightfully should, because if you want to do an extreme haunt, I think that's a great idea, but not find a legitimate one. I think it was Reckless Ben that did do a legitimate one.
Yes, he made you have to go and watch his videos of all of the things that he has done and the research that he's done, but he came up with his own. I think it was Ben's Basement is what it was called.
Yeah, they went to one, and it was. He said it was a good experience because it was a legitimate one where the actors were actors and they weren't going to hurt you.
Yeah, and it was to have fun and put you through extreme challenges.
It's kind of the thing with Halloween here, right? I mean, you have a haunted house, or you know what, whatever you think, you go in because human nature is you want to be scared. That's what the secret of haunted houses is that your human nature, as we grew up over time, we lived in dark times because people were afraid of going out. They were afraid of things, and they loved that fear just enough to go and challenge it. That's what it is. Apparently, it's the same reason why people went to McKamey Manor.
Plus the $20,000.
Well, which they never. Well,
that nobody won.
That no one ever wanted. We know of, right?
Because it doesn't exist.
He probably doesn't have $20,000 either.
No.
You know, so maybe he was made an offer. Maybe someone nicely said to him, "You're done today." You know what I'm saying here? You're done today, because he just stopped, right?
I think he would do it again if he got the opportunity.
Yeah, probably.
Or
If he gets another girlfriend, he wouldn't have to.
he needs a girlfriend. Any volunteers, don't call us here. I don't think you guys are in the mood.
I'm taken.
Yeah, I think this is the wrong group to deal with in that light. Okay, so what's your thoughts then? Ultimately, we talked a lot about emotion here and about, you know, how this topic got me riled up, and I never heard of it before. Ashley, I'll start with you. What are your feelings about this whole thing? I mean, what do you feel about anybody who even wanted to do this, and the whole fact that this guy still did the things he did and is still walking around?
I don't personally understand why people would want to go and do that. I can understand the thrill. However, I also do believe they were sold a lie. It was not what they had signed up for by any means necessary. And they were sold a lie. They got tortured from this man who needs to be put in prison for the rest of his life on a good note. But I think he's a very, very sick and twisted individual. And had he not had this outlet to provide his fantasies, then he probably would have been a very serious serial killer.
That's a good point. Okay, Sue?
So I think Russ McKamey is a dangerous man, and I think he's got some serious issues. And I feel bad for the people who went to this haunt looking to get something positive out of it and ended up getting sucked into Russ's lies and thinking that they were going to get something out of it and thinking that they were going to be the one that was going to make it through. Because have you guys heard the urban legend about there's always a haunted house in somebody's town that is so scary that nobody ever makes it through?
Yeah.
This is.
I'm sorry.
No, I haven't. She's honest.
Yeah, she's honest.
That's kind of what this is like, well, there's a haunted house and it's so scary nobody ever makes it through. Yeah, nobody makes it through because the haunted house isn't real and the prize money doesn't exist.
It doesn't
That's why
exist.
They don't make it through.
Okay, so folks, again, if you want to email us, strangeworlds777@yahoo.com. We want to hear from you. The girls want to hear from you, because I'm still really flipped out about this. I just can't imagine anybody that would do this after knowing what goes on there. It'd be different if you're the first few, right? So how long has this been going on? When did it start?
Early 2000s. I don't think they said an exact date, but it was the early 2000s when it first opened up.
And that's when it was more legitimate. And I think until Reckless Ben got involved, he was getting so much publicity that people didn't necessarily believe the bad stuff about it. So they were like, "No, I'll go. I'll make it through. I'll be the $20,000 winner. I'll be
They
the
have
person."
no idea.
Yeah,
Because there's nothing documented.
until Reckless Ben did document it. Everybody thought it was legit. People just hadn't made it through because of how terrible it was, not because it wasn't real.
It's amazing. And again, I'm still confused. To what end? Obviously to satisfy himself, because we can't find any money trail here.
If you go and watch Reckless Ben's videos, you can see just his demeanor, Russ's demeanor when he's talking with these victims. It is disgusting. You cannot tell me he does not enjoy this on so many levels. It's truly, truly disgusting to watch.
You think this guy's demonic?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that seems the match here. I mean, again, on the way back to here, to the studio, what Ashley was telling me, and more than I was able to hear them ever, I was just appalled and shocked. And once again, I mean, so it started in 2000 and it faded away recently?
So it became big in, I want to say 2023, 2024, because that is when TikTok had kind of found it. So it was a bit quiet, didn't have a whole lot of publicity, and then TikTok found it. And then in 2024, I think, is when Reckless Ben actually went. And he's a huge YouTuber, and he does all kinds of crazy things. And it wasn't, I don't believe his intent was to expose it. It was just to experience it himself. And then so many things did not add up, which made him make more videos and get more people involved. And he's done a lot of really good work, but there's only so much that he can do because he's just a YouTuber.
Yeah, I mean, without like formal complaints, obviously police complaints followed up by numbers. They probably didn't think this was a big deal. And maybe they were bought off, but I don't know how. It doesn't seem to have any money.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people who have experienced the manor have gone and reported him and tried to file charges against him, but none of the police would actually take any reports or file charges. So that leads people to believe that the police are paid off and under his belt. Yeah, with dog food.
That would seem to me an FBI thing there, because once we're state police, here if the police don't do the work, you can go to the state police. And if state police don't follow up, you go to the FBI right in downtown Pittsburgh. Now, that's what you do. Of course, once again, to do that, you'd have to have a real complaint. And if there's real complaints and nobody else is paying attention to it, usually the state police do take it on. I know quite a few of those gentlemen, and they take it seriously. They have a investigative branch within the state police. So, again, this was started out where?
San Diego.
Okay, this started out in San Diego. So right there, no one really knows what's happening there. They're too busy with palm trees and pina coladas, I think, and 70-degree weather to worry about anything. But us here, people back in the east with the cold weather and snow, we worry about things. We do.
You have nothing better to do.
You have nothing better to do.
But I think when it was in San Diego, it was
a legit business.
Yeah, because that's when he was married to his wife. And, he had the whole family involved. His daughter, when she was younger, was a part of it.
But there's no manor.
But I think there was that.
In San Diego. In Tennessee, there's nothing.
Yeah. But in San Diego, there was actually, it was a legitimate haunted house where he was getting, on the news, in, haunted house makeup and stuff like that.
But no one ever got to the haunted house?
I don't know about in San Diego.
I'm talking here and even in Tennessee. No one got to the haunted house in Tennessee?
I believe in San Diego that
they made it to
it wasn't the same thing.
Okay, so it evolved as he maybe went off the scales.
Well, and that's when his wife, and when he and his wife split up and she took everything that she paid for.
Which was everything.
Yeah. He didn't have the money to fund.
Or the house.
Well, yes. He couldn't fund a house. He couldn't fund a legitimate business. So that's when he kind of went off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this guy has a paddle but no boat, So obviously he had a haunted house with no house.
And that's it. Honestly, even researching, it's very confusing.
It is to
So
me.
if you are interested in doing your own research, I do suggest, because even just regular websites and podcasts and things, it's hard to find anything. A lot of people are focusing on a lot of other things that I don't think have anything to do with McKamey Manor.
Yeah,
But-
but getting back to the beginning is like the video
Yeah.
that I watched tonight was the first one that I have seen where he goes all the way back to the beginning.
Okay.
Wasn't that a scene in Princess Bride? Fessick said to go back to the beginning.
Yes.
Okay, so if you watched Princess Bride, you'll have a better understanding of what we're saying here, going back to the beginning. Okay, this was interesting. Wow. Okay, if you're interested in this channel and you thought this was a very good program, which I do, please hit the subscribe button right now. And as I always point to Sue,
Squash that like button.
I would point to Ashley, but she probably would just stare at me because I never had her say that. Of course, Ashley, when we would do podcasts, she would
I would
always
say thanks for watching the Tomsic analysis.
right,
That's
which
what
is
I would say.
which is another channel of mine. But we were on nights, so maybe that would have confused some people. So I'd rather not. Of course, this is the girl who had the wrong date said 12 times in a row during a podcast. So we're gonna get Ashley up to speed there. But Sue knows when I point,
Squash that like button.
watch it, share the video with your friends. We're at 95 subscribers.
95. We need 5 more to hit 100.
You heard her. We want 5 more. If you haven't subscribed yet or you're new here, you say, man, that's a great crew. All in black and
In green.
sort of green and black. Hey, I dressed in Bigfoot colors today.
The sweater is black. Just
It
on
is
camera, it looks green.
If you think this is great, hit that subscribe button now. Watch our videos. There's a whole list. We've been doing Irish folklore all month of March, some Bigfoot. We also have about AI, artificial intelligence. Ashley did a great video on that. We did 411, missing people in national parks. Ashley did that one. We also did Apollo 13, the moon mission, which we think we believe the first one was faked. That's up there. Binge watch our videos. Hit the like button on those. Again, help us grow. We want to grow and get into more things, and we have things coming up for you. Oh, we're going to get the girls out, and Ashley's too. She's going in the woods. Pray for them both because, well, Ashley doesn't want to get dragged away by a cougar or Bigfoot, and Sue is afraid of snakes and poison ivy, which kind of limits where we can go without a portable bubble. I don't have one of those. So in April here and throughout, we're going to do some videos outside as
Hopefully.
as a group. Hopefully, we're going to get out, even if it's out somewhere, just the 3 of us sitting down and doing a video. Let us know what you want to hear from us. We enjoy hearing from you. What do you want the girls to work on together? Again, I'm just the guy here asking the dumb questions. And they do all the work. They're the actual foundation of Nights Around the Fire. So give them a line with the comment or, of course, with the email. Tomsic, no, see, I was going to say that too.
It's not just me, see?
See, I'm all thrown off. A Strange World, Strange World 777 at yahoo.com. You can tell I have allergies. It is spring here in southwestern Pennsylvania.
Allergy season.
We know that, I think, Sue, we're going to do
the Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle coming up. I've always been fascinated with Bermuda Triangle. Always. I have been since I was involved in a lot of that stuff back in the 70s. Yeah, that was me. There's also 2 other triangles. There's the Alaskan Triangle, and I think there's one in Maine.
Vermont, the
Vermont.
Bennington Triangle.
The Bennington Triangle. Just to let you know, people disappear there. And, of course, we're going to do a revisit, I think, back to people missing in national forests and parks. This is really coincides with a lot of things we do here on Nights Around the Fire. How people go missing and you never figure out why. So there's a lot coming up. Again, we enjoy doing these videos. It's a lot of fun. We had pizza tonight. We had a pizza party, thanks to Sue here, before our video. So that means that we're all very, very carved out and tired. We're glad you joined us. Anything else you want to add, Ash?
I encourage you all to do your own research. Don't just trust anything that we say as the truth. Do your own research. We're human. We get it wrong. We read the wrong resources. We believe things, and it's all right. This is just our personal opinion and the research that we've done. I encourage you to do your own.
Sue?
Trust us with your paranormal news here at Nights Around the Fire, Canonsburg's #1 paranormal podcast.
And, I want to let you know that I was voted, at least by one of the two here, as Employee of the Month in March.
Okay. And several cats contributed.
Several cats contributed. I'm so happy to tell you that I'm Canonsburg's #1 podcaster. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for joining us. And remember, keep a lookout for anything strange and let us know what you want to talk about. We'll see again. We'll see you again next time right here on Nights Around the Fire. Later.